Hey everyone, this is Ben from Boss Construction, your South Florida permitting and code compliance specialist. I'm here today at the Hard Rock with Nishad Khan. What's up, man?
What's going on?
How you doing? Everything good?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Thank you so much for coming out here and educating agents and title companies from a legal perspective on what we're dealing with in these situations. And where's your office located?
So I'm based out of Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
I practice throughout Florida. I have clients all the way up north to the coast up there, Emerald Coast, all the way down as far as Miami. And my focus is real estate law. I'm also an instructor for Florida Realtors, and I teach classes quite a bit. And,
Nice.
and I love education, and I love teaching.
You go across the state and
I
teach
do.
classes in different
Yes.
places?
Yes, I do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I handle classes just on the local level about permitting and code violations and kind of boots on the ground stuff here in the Tri-County area. Today you're going to be talking about just a small thing, just Airbnb, well, a big thing, but just, a portion of that B and how that has changed how the municipalities are doing business.
Mm-hmm.
We're standing today in the Hard Rock.
Right.
And so these hotels have gotten a little feisty because they're saying, I'm not an attorney, but again, from being a city inspector, the property owners in the hotels, they're saying to the city, hey, how could these guys come in and undercut our industry and operate kind of like the Uber and the taxis and the medallions and things like that? What is your perspective on the issue?
So I'm going to give a good overview as to why this is an issue between the hotel operators and the homeowners. There's good arguments on both sides. The homeowner is generating income, and at a time when we were in a recession, it was great to have that kind of income. The hotel operators simply want the homeowners to operate by the same rules. So in Tallahassee, the legislators are trying to seek a balance between those two competing arguments. So, right now, when you go throughout Florida, the rules are very different city by city, county by county.
Sure.
And I'm going to talk why that's the case and where we're going from there. And so this makes it difficult when I teach in Panama City versus Miami versus Orlando, where you can't even have short-term rentals.
Right.
You have to understand the rules in every single municipality. And for real estate agents, there's no one glove that fits all. It's different rules in different places, but what I'd like to do is at least let them know what they need to look at and think about when they have a client that's considering a short-term rental.
And there's some of my clients, for example, I operated in Aventura a lot as an agent a while ago. And their clients, for example, in the yacht club, and they love doing the Airbnbs
Right.
because it gives them the opportunity to create a business, have some rental income. So these guys around the Super Bowl in Miami Gardens, and they had houses. I mean, the city's going to come in and inspect,
Right.
and they want their occupancy license. How do you bring your local zoning laws and an R1 zoning district, or in Highland Oaks around here where there's single family outside Aventura, and then next door you have bikinis jumping, music videos
Right.
going on.
Right.
So is it sort of like, I know with the open permits and code violations, I know the state tries to tell the local municipalities, what to do and how to handle those, but the municipalities, they govern zoning and land use and local ordinances. They could take the state laws further and do what they need in their local communities, right? Is that what?
So that's kind of the rub,
Yeah.
because the state has preempted whether they can prohibit or allow short-term rentals. But they have allowed the local municipalities under this concept known as home rule to regulate these short-term rentals. And a lot of the lawsuits and litigation you'll see from Airbnb is because these local municipalities have overburdening or far-reaching rules when they're targeting vacation rentals.
Yeah.
And so, that's the conflict we have between the state and the local and the League of Cities and all these other organizations, is that the state is allowed to control vacation rentals. The local municipalities are allowed to regulate them, but how far can they go in regulations?
And it's amazing you're here today because I just deal with things in Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach, but that's where the municipalities have kind of come in and say, hey, you're going to bring your duplex in Victoria Park, you're going to bring that into compliance, these kitchens and these bathrooms. So I'm kind of cleaning up some of this stuff, but it's really cool today that we have educators like you here and people with experience throughout the state, and it's an honor to have you here.
I appreciate it. I mean, this is a hot topic, right? You have people that are sitting from their couch generating income from a property that they own as a primary residence or a second home without doing anything other than lifting a finger.
Yeah.
And this is the way the world is going with Uber, with Uber Eats and Amazon. So it's cool watching technology come into real estate and create this sort of commotion.
And now what's interesting, I was in the South Bay Club over at Miami Beach the other day, and there's a big thing over by the counter, and it says, if you're found doing this, not only is the association going to find you in violation, the city's going to find you in violation, but a lot of these condo associations were allowing this to go on in the building knowing about it. So the city's even going a step further. They're saying, hey, if you guys are found to know about it and facilitating this process, we're going to start finding your common area folio. So the way these look, it's really remarkable.
It's amazing.
And the resolution for every one of these situations is different. So hopefully, look, the municipalities, they do a lot of consumer protection. A lot of the education that I do is like, the municipality went on Trulia or Zillow and they saw this open house and now they're hitting them up for violations. But a lot of it's to consumer protection. And so there's some good and then there's some bad about regulation. What I like to do is bring you viewers at home in the real estate profession and community videos like this so we can understand how local governments are operating, changes in the law. What's the best way to reach you?
Sure, you can find me on my website, www.nishadkhanlaw.com. That's NISHADKHANLAW.com.
And anytime I have local municipalities that are fighting with my clients or leaning their property or doing things out of, they're not recording the lien properly or there's some unjust and due process, can they contact you?
Sure, they can contact us, and we'll also advise them to contact people like yourself to help them with boots on the ground and figure out how to clear up those violations. But as far as the legal ramifications and working with the city, we can certainly help them.
I mean, I don't mind going to special magistrate hearings, but usually you need a great attorney with excellent experience in real estate to navigate local governments. So that's another reason why I'm happy I got to interview you. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.